8 years ago, I watched a YouTube video that changed my life. This isn't a look at my multi-million dollar YouTube empire, hopefully soon, but more a look at the positive inspirations I found through YouTube and social media at a pivotal time in my life that led me down the path of becoming a full-time creator and realizing what was possible in this new world. Imagine a lot of you will be able to relate to this story, so hear me out. It all starts in 2014. Instagram has only been out for a few years and I'm graduating high school. At this point, I was competitively freestyle skiing, hoping to make it pro with no other plan in sight. For the next couple of years after graduating, I had dedicated myself to skiing and training. It was around this time that travel and travel lifestyle content had started to make waves online, and up until this point, I had never seen anything like it. This content immediately sparked something in me. I had traveled a lot with my family and quite a lot with skiing as well, but up until this point, I had never really taken photography or videography serious other than making skiing edits with my friends. Eventually, some injuries and honestly a little bit of my poor performance in competitions led me to leave competition skiing, and it left quite a big void in my life. I was feeling a bit lost. So it was around this time I picked up my old Canon T1i, my first ever DSLR, and started taking it out hiking and trying to recreate some of the epic mountain shots that I was seeing online locally here in Alberta. This newly rediscovered interest in photography that I kind of used to fill this void slowly started to flourish into a full-blown passion. Through this discovery and the continued growth of social media, I started to find more and more creators that were creating this new age type of travel content online. One day I stumbled upon Sam Kolder's videos on YouTube, and I think it was the My Year videos, maybe 2016, that was the first one that I ever saw. Quickly, I watched everything that he'd made up to this point. Him and these other young creators were traveling the world with friends and making money while doing it. What the fuck? I continued to go down this rabbit hole, finding other creators like Sam, such as Do You Travel, Matt Como, Jay Alvarez, and Taylor Cut Films. Personally, I still think this was the peak of travel content. It wasn't really long between quitting skiing, rediscovering photography, finding these new inspirations, and all of a sudden I had a one-way ticket to Bangkok. What happens in Bangkok stays in Bangkok, so don't expect any details. Over the next 9 months, I backpacked through Southeast Asia and New Zealand, taking photos and creating every single day and consuming as much content from these new inspirations as I could. It was like a whole new world had opened up for me, and this was a crucial point in my journey. It was almost like the law of attraction had started taking place. It was pretty immediate that I started meeting other creators who were creating content as well as traveling along the same routes as I was. I met creators almost every day that were traveling with their cameras as well as online through social media and other platforms. I even traveled for weeks with some people that I met online, which sounds crazy, but shout out to Danny McGee and my buddy, the German Adrian. Finding these communities, especially while abroad, really convinced me that this was my new direction. But it wasn't easy. At this point, my work was terrible. I had no business experience and only the proof of these other established creators that this was a legitimate path to follow. Eventually, like all trips, this trip came to an end, but at least this time I was returning home with a new mission. Once getting back, I decided to check the college box and actually attended forestry technology school for 2 years, all while trying to stay consistent posting online and creating and learning to be a better creator in general. Slowly, and I do repeat slowly, things started to come together and I made my first dollars from photography and videography as well as a few small partnerships that came up. And I'm not sure if you're at this stage yet, but making your first dollars from something that you truly love is an incredible feeling. So this was really a good reassurance that I needed at this point, especially while going to school for something that interested me but that I didn't really want to pursue long term. I'd also like to say that I was telling my friends and family that I was finishing my school, but I wasn't actually going to be pursuing this. I was going to be pursuing my own business in photography. I got a lot of funny looks and definitely some people that were not sure that I was going to succeed. From here on, my mission was clear. I wanted to become a full-time creator, live passionately, and pursue a life of freedom through self-employment. Fast forward to today, and I'm a full-time creator going on 3 years. I've continued to travel, and I've had the opportunity to work with some incredible brands and destinations such as Red Bull, GMC, and Travel Europe recently. It's hard to believe, but 8 years ago, a simple YouTube video set me on a path that I could never have imagined at a point in my life that I was really needing that inspiration. It has been a wild ride, and I'm continuing to work at it. Not every single day is easy, but it has given me a life of travel, freedom, and creativity that I wouldn't give up for anything. Whether you're just starting out or really can relate to the sentiment that I've shared today, I hope this shows you that it's never too late to pivot, and when inspiration strikes, don't take it lightly. So get out there, don't consume too much. This is an interesting story because I don't necessarily believe that you should find all your inspiration in social media, but at that point I wasn't consuming nearly as much as I was now, or how crazy things have gotten online. This is the start of my next journey. I can't believe it's taken me this long to get consistent on YouTube, but if you want to be part of the journey, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.